It's so good. It's so good. It's so comforting. It's so warming. It just feels like a hug. I hope you make this. Today I'm making a special meal that will leave you feeling nourished, warm, and comforted. This recipe was developed by my mom and passed down to me, and I'm excited to share it with you all today. Let's jump into this traditional gumbo recipe, and it's easier than you think. Here's what you'll need. Some chicken broth, frozen okra, Cajun andouille sausage, 1 onion, 2 green bell peppers, a bunch of celery, a bunch of scallions, a bunch of parsley, some black pepper, oregano, paprika, some Cajun seasoning, salt, frozen shrimp here, chicken thighs that I'm about to pop in the oven, and some roux that I've already made. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is cook my chicken thighs. I've already prepared this with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and the oven is preheated to 375. I'm just gonna put these in for 30 minutes and then we'll get started on the rest. So earlier today, I made this roux. Roux is a way to thicken the gumbo. It's equal parts flour and vegetable oil. So I've mixed the flour and the vegetable oil in a heavy bottom skillet that's oven proof. I put it in at 350 degrees for 30 minutes, took it out, gave it a stir, put it back in, and I stirred it every 30 minutes for about 2.5 hours. It does take longer, but you don't have to continuously stir like you do with a normal stovetop roux. You're looking for kind of a nice brown color, like a little bit darker than peanut butter. I probably could have let this go for a little bit longer, but it's looking good to me and it's gonna be really flavorful and thicken up our gumbo nicely good. It's really important not to burn the roux. There's flour in there and the flour can easily burn. So just watch out for that, which is why we stir it every 30 minutes. I'm just gonna set this aside and chop my vegetables. When I cook, I like to have everything very neat and organized. I've got one bowl where I'm gonna put all of my chopped vegetables, and I have one other bowl that I kind of use as my garbage bowl to collect any of the food scraps. Keeping your workspace nice and clean is a great efficient way to cook. I've got 1 yellow onion. This should be about 2 cups of onion. Two green bell peppers. I'm gonna take the seeds out. In Cajun cooking, bell peppers, onion, and celery is what is known as the Trinity. It's always used in traditional Cajun recipes. You'll find it in gumbo, jambalaya. Just creates the most amazing aroma and flavors. Just roughly chopping these. Doesn't have to be fine. Putting everything in the same bowl because we're going to be sauteing these ingredients at the same time. Otherwise, I would separate them. I've got a few celery stalks. Should be about 1 cup of celery. Honestly, this was all I had in my refrigerator, so I might be a little bit shy, but that's okay. And lastly, 1 bunch of scallions. I just like to freshen up the bottom and peel off 1 outer layer. Sometimes they get just a little grainy down there since they are a root vegetable. Just going to run my knife through. I'm going to use a little bit of the green parts as well. All right, now we're going to saute all of these vegetables. All right, turning my pan onto a medium-high heat. I've got this cast iron pot with pretty high sides because this is going to make quite a bit of gumbo. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil, maybe about 2 tablespoons, and let that heat up. Oil's nice and hot. I'm going to add all of our vegetables in. Give this just a little sprinkle with salt. This is going to help the vegetables kind of sweat and soften faster. Maybe about 5 minutes. Our vegetables are nice and soft. They're really bright green. It smells really good in here. I'm just going to add 4 cups of chicken broth and 4 cups of water. Give this a stir. While this is coming to a boil, I'm going to chop up some parsley and our andouille sausage. I'm going to chop up 1 bunch of parsley. This is going to go in towards the end, but I just want it ready to go. Cut off the stems. Just give this a nice chop. And I'm also going to get our sausage cut up, get this ready to go. I'm just gonna cut these into little slivers. Alfred says it smells good in here. I love it when you just take a bite of the gumbo and you get all these different flavors. The sausage is my favorite. It's just got complexity to it. Nice and spicy. Right? And I think my chicken's about done, so I'm going to take that out and give it a quick chop as well. Oh, yeah. That is really good. I'm going to chop my chicken. These juices have a lot of flavor in them, so I'm going to set this pan aside and we're going to add it to the pot just to give it a little extra flavor. Alfred, hey buddy. Does it smell so good in here? I know. Cecil? Does it smell good, buddy? What do you think? Do you like Lolly's gumbo too? Alright, our vegetables and broth have come to a boil. I'm just gonna turn this down to low and add the roux because I don't want it to splatter up on me. So at this point, my roux has cooled off quite a bit. So I'm just going to pour some in. So you can see how nice and thick it is. And when this broth simmers with this roux in it, it's going to get nice and thick. All right. Give this a stir. Turn the temperature back up a little bit. Add 2 cups of frozen okra. They're gonna just thaw and cook right in this broth. And to this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons paprika. One tablespoon of kosher salt. 2 teaspoons of oregano. and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Going to give this a stir so that all the spices are incorporated, and then we're going to cover it and simmer for about 10 minutes. Do you want to see what the chicken looks like? Parsley? Just before I add the vegetables, I'm going to give the shrimp a quick saute. It should only take a couple minutes. Shrimp cooks really fast. This is 1 pound of frozen shrimp. I just sprinkled a little salt and pepper on it to season it. You can see they're already getting pink. So they're almost done. You don't need to be 100% cooked through, because they are going to continue to cook a little bit in the gumbo. Gumbo is looking so good. The sauce is really thickened up. Going to add our shrimp. Going to add our chicken thigh and andouille sausage. Also some of those chicken juices from our pan that I saved from earlier. You can see why I used quite a big pot. I would say this serves about 8 people with some leftovers. We're gonna bring this back up to a simmer, let the shrimp cook through and get everything nice and hot, and then we'll plate it up. All right, the gumbo is done. Oh my gosh. Just a few final things to add, and then I will be serving it up. I've got this store-bought Cajun seasoning. I just like to add a little bit at the end. It's got this pretty much the same spices we put in earlier: paprika, oregano, black pepper, celery seed, garlic. I'm gonna do about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Just 1 more pinch of kosher salt, and then our parsley. You want this to go in at the end so it doesn't get overcooked. Right? Give that a nice stir. All right, time to plate it up. I've got some jasmine rice that I cooked a little bit earlier. A little bit of rice for the base to soak up all of that sauce. I'm gonna do a pretty healthy portion here. Get some of the sausage and the vegetables, and then 1 or 2 spoonfuls just of the sauce. And there you have it. I hope I get my mom's seal of approval. All right, let's have a bite. It's so good. It's so good. It's so comforting. It's so warming. It just feels like a hug. I hope you make this. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you.